Closing is always easy when you're in Cardone U. We role play with Grant Cardone's team. They know just what to do. They're always there to support us. We couldn't ask for more. On our way in the right direction, we found what we're looking for. In FLC, in FLC. Closing is better with appointment setters. You'd better believe we're not a team but a family. We work together in harmony. We are devoted, on that you can quote me, in FLC.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the FLC Hangout where your freedom lifestyle begins. Today we have such a powerful topic, such an important topic to discuss that really truly you need to know. You cannot continue in your life or your business without hearing this first, so stay till the end. And I am so excited to have Liana back. Thank you so much. It's been like a year since we last had you. And that was a really powerful episode. So you guys are going to want to get your notebooks, get your pens and take some notes. So without further ado, Misty, over to you.
Thank you, Jessie. Hi, everybody. Liana, we are so excited you're back. We're so happy to be able to talk to you and have you back on today. I'm like, yes. Finally, girl power. It's like back. So Liana, you want to kind of give us a rundown of remind everybody who you are and kind of give us an update. What's going on with you? How are things going?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for that welcome. I'm so happy to be here. I just love you guys so much. Everything that you're doing, everything that you've helped me with in my life. In the last couple of years, I've just grown immensely, and I'm just so happy. Basically, my name is Liana Gardner, aka Liana Empowers. I help women reclaim their happiness, power, and freedom to create a life they love. And this goes for women and men who have been attracted to the message as well. And it's a powerful thing getting reconnected to your power and the truth of who you are, because that allows life to take on such a different meaning. And, once we change that perception, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that this is really important for women, but like you said, if you're a man watching you resonate, then it's also for you. It's not because we're saying women empowerment, it's not for men. But this is really important because I feel like, and by the way, we're going to be discussing this being yourself, being your empowered self, and then that allows you to empower other people. And by doing that, that might be about embracing your uniqueness, your maybe what you believe is some of your faults or your characteristics that maybe you don't like showing to other people, but really how that is exactly what makes you who you are. And that's really powerful. So, and this is really important for, I think, business owners, but everyone in general, because until you believe in you and you see you, how you are, how many times can I say you? Not until then can you actually go and confidently help other people and empower other people until you truly believe in yourself first. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that's really important. But also easier said than done, right? Much easier said than done. So I'm curious what you guys think. What are some things that's maybe helped you come to this realization or helped you step out your shell? Or for anyone wondering kind of where do I start? What advice would you give them?
Oh my goodness. It's truly about self-reflection and becoming self-aware. And I know that that was very powerful for me in my journey, is doing the inner work. And because there's so much outside of ourselves that happens to us and that we have embraced up to a certain point in our lives. And it really, what I realized is that I was living someone else's narrative for my life. And because I was a people pleaser and I didn't like people to be mad at me, my self-esteem was not in the place that I would have liked it to be, then that helped me. I mean, that caused me to live a life that was absolutely kind of making me miserable. Because I didn't know who I was. I had inklings of who I was, but I didn't allow myself to go fully into that because I was afraid. I was afraid that I wouldn't be accepted. I was afraid that people wouldn't like me. And I think I had this trauma of not being accepted or acknowledged or appreciated or heard. And that played into a lot of it. So that, for me, self-awareness and getting to the root of your conditioning and why you feel certain ways about something, if you're willing to do that work, you will open up like this whole new world that will be available to you. And then you'll start experimenting with different things that you want to do in your life, and you'll open up so many more possibilities for yourself.
Definitely. I completely agree with you. It is a lot about self-awareness. And then it does take courage when you're trying to figure out, okay, who am I and how do I change this? And what are the things I like about myself and what are the things I don't like about myself, and trying to analyze that and look at it and say, okay, it takes a lot of courage to do that. And then, playing through that fear of, okay, this is what it is. And really, I don't know if I'm getting across what I'm trying to say, but like when I'm looking in the mirror, I have to like who's there. And if I don't like who's there, I have to analyze that and really become self-aware and look at myself. Okay, what are the things I don't like? And that can be really difficult. What are, looking at yourself and thinking, okay, what do I not like about myself? What do I do that I find that can be changed? That can be really hard and scary. But then realizing that once I change these things, I will not only like who I am better, but I'll become more authentic and be able to be more at ease with myself and who I am. And that projects out to other people, say like our families, right? Who we are as a person and who we come across really affects our family. So if we're not being authentic with ourselves and true with ourselves and being self-aware, then that's going to come across to them. And then they have some kind of resistance towards us. So I don't know if I'm getting across what I'm trying to say, but
yeah,
throw it out there and let you guys kind of like here, just
and,
take
and,
that.
And then conversely, what I have found and what I have observed in the work that I've been doing is that sometimes the family can be the biggest hindrance to what it is you want to do, because that's where you have formed your identity much of your life. That's where you get your identity from.
Definitely.
And so if you don't feel free to express yourself uniquely within that environment, and you've got all these pressures on you from the family, that creates a whole nother ball of wax, which is sometimes difficult to get out of. So literally, it's challenging. And like I said, it's easier said than done. It's a journey. It is a journey that you have to take if you truly want to express yourself in this world the way that only you can do it. And I know, like Jabaria, I'm so thankful to her because she helped me tremendously. And I keep thinking, I wrote about it in my book, Grown Sexy Wisdom. I wrote that those 5 little words, success happens when you decide, really, like after so many years of living my life, I was like, oh my God, I just like had this huge light bulb moment. And I was
Mhm.
like, I'm deciding in that moment to live the life that I know I was born to live. And it doesn't make any difference what anyone else thinks about me, says about me, whatever. I came here for this. I was born for this. I know that this is how I'm supposed to express myself. I have a knowing that I've had inside me since I was a child. I just didn't know what it was. And it doesn't matter if it took, if you have the revelation back then, 50 years ago, or if you're having it right now when you're 20 years old or whatever. It doesn't matter. It all happens in divine timing. It's all good. Just move forward in it and learn to love yourself more and love what you do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, I love that. And what you said, success is a choice. So true. It's the moment you decide, no, I'm choosing success. And the moment you commit 100% is when success will start to show. But you also have to choose it every day, right? You can't
Yeah.
just choose it one time and suddenly, I'm successful. It doesn't, I hate to break it to you. If I'm the one to break it to you, it doesn't work like that. You have to wake up every single day and choose success. And that might be doing the uncomfortable things like we're talking about, reflecting inwards and journaling, writing your goals, scripting, looking back at what maybe should have done better or could have improved. It's really uncomfortable. No one wants to do it, but by doing the things that no one else wants to do or you don't want to do, it's going to get you to the place where no one else is going to be unless they choose success, right? So you have to do the things that most people aren't willing to do to get to the place that most people aren't willing to get to. But this also reminds me of a point where I've talked about this with a couple clients in FLC too, is you don't have to wait either to be perfect and have it all figured out to pass on your message and to get your message out there and empower people. Yes, you should always be self-developmenting, self-growing, whatever the word is, but you absolutely do not need to wait until you feel like you're perfect or you have this qualification or you know everything to get your message out there. No, 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 no. Start now and just
Yes,
grow as you grow, right?
Yes.
absolutely.
You're absolutely right. I know when I first started in the world of coaching, the way that I put myself out there, someone told me, they said, oh my God, you look way bigger than what you actually are. And it's like, that's kind of the way you want to be because uh, I have this topic that I wrote about in that's included in my book. It's how to get rid of the condition of how-itis. It's like
Mhm.
a lot of people will keep themselves stuck from expressing themselves and living their truth because they don't know how to do something, which speaks to what you just were talking about, Josie. And so I found that in the taking of the action, the universe sees that you're taking action towards what it is that you want to do or accomplish. And then all the things, people think this is like a lot of woo woo, but this is serious. This happened to me. I mean, it's such a blessing just to move forward in it and keep taking those steps, however uncomfortable they are, because once you do that, all the house show up. It's like the people started showing up for me, people who offered to do things for me that I didn't even have to ask for. that helped me raise my business to another level. Um, the things that you need, the things that you'll be able to manifest, it's just, oh my God, it is uncanny how much will come to you if you just allow yourself to go with the flow and take the action. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to do it. The people will show up that you need to help you get to from point A to point Z.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Howitis. I love that. I love that term. This is something I also say to a lot of people recently. And sorry, Misty, I kind of
No,
cut in
you're
there.
okay.
But it's, how do I say this? You don't have to know the next step. You have to take the next step, and then it's going to show itself. Either the step you took is wrong. Okay, fine. You know that. You know what to do next time. Or the step you took is right and it opens all these other new doors. But you're never, ever going to know what the next step is until you take it. And you'll never, let alone know what the next 5 steps to take are until you take the first one, right? And it's just like you said, as soon as you started taking action first, instead of trying to figure it out, that's when things came and that's when opportunities opened. And like you said, it does sound woo-woo, it sounds spiritual, but it's not. This is real life. Take the action and things around you will show up. Whether if you're spiritual, then you'll know this on a spiritual level. But if you're not into that, that's okay. It's still it's real life. It's not just all this woo-woo stuff. You have to take the action and figure it out later, because you are never ever going to know. You can plan for as long as you want. You can make years of planning, and then when you take that first step, it's not going to be how you thought it was. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to scrap the years of planning anyway and figure it all out again. So take action first. I love that.
I like how, Liana, you said that you have this inclination, or you kind of know deep down from birth who you are, right? It's just somewhere along the line we get taught that's not right, that's not who you are, you're this and you're that. So we take on this persona that everybody else is kind of giving us, and this is who you are, this is what you're supposed to be like. So that person of who we really are gets pushed down and shoved down into this little tight little ball and hidden away. And for I think it's really important that people realize that part of you is still there. It has always been there, always will be there, because that is who you are. But when you're doing this self-reflection and you're looking at yourself, and I had to stop when I was I'm still going through a lot of stuff, but I mean, when I was going through the hardest parts of my life, and I was like, okay, I'm not just a mom, not just a wife. This was back when I was married. Who am I? What, I don't have my own friends. I don't have my own, I've got things I love doing, but I really can't do that. Who am I as a person? And when I started really looking inward, I had to think, okay, I really want self-respect. So what does that mean? That means not doing everything that everybody else wants me to just because I'm trying to please them. It means only doing things that I feel are going to feel right to me. And if they don't like it, that's okay. I had to look at it as if, okay, what's going to make me happy? What is it I want? What is it I do? Because I don't know about you guys, but have you ever got it to where you're so ingrained in everybody else's lives, and you're going through everyday life, and you forget even what your own favorite color is? It's like you forget completely everything about you, and because you're so enveloped in giving everybody else everything, that you're like, I've had somebody ask me before, what's your favorite color? I have no clue. I don't know. So I had to really stop and think, and what is it about me that I like? you know, as not just as about me as a person, but what are my likes? What are my dislikes? What does respect in the general sense of the word mean to me? And then I had to take that and apply it to myself. Okay, how can I give this general word of respect to myself? What does that look like? What does it mean? I had to stop doing things just to please other people to try to get them to like me, because they never liked me anyway. All they liked was what they could get from me or what I could do for them. So we're talking about being authentic with yourself, really liking and respecting who you are and empowering you as an individual. And, you know, I had this question that popped up, Liana, when you said that with the quote, success happens when you decide, and you had that aha moment. My question for you guys is, do you have that aha moment with that specific phrase in stages, or does it happen all at once? Because for me, it happens in different stages. Because I will be like, okay, I'm deciding to have success right now, and it turns out I only allowed myself to have success in one area and not all overall. And every time I think about that word, that phrase again, I realize it again. Okay, I'm gonna allow myself to have success, and then that broadens. So it's like happening in stages for me. Does that happen that way for you guys? Am I
Yeah,
nuts?
no, I totally understand what you're saying. It's like it's all part of the journey. It all unfolds, but it may not necessarily unfold all at once. And
Mhm.
different parts of it will come to you at different times, which is perfectly okay. Um, I know, like, yeah, I had that aha moment in that moment, but I also, you'll start. I said this the other day. It's like that road to success is one of those,
Yeah.
you're going all over the
Yeah.
place. And which is true. It's so true. Yeah. Because that's the way it happens. You'll start moving forward, and then something will trip you up because it'll be maybe an old habit or a thought or something, because I think those things are always there. It's a matter of how are you navigating those now that you know what they are and what effect they have on you. It's like, how are you navigating it? How are you moving through it? How are you rising above that? um, I think it's more of a matter of managing those things that come up, because it's part of the program that's running in your brain, um, that you didn't allow yourself to have for so long. It's like your brain is wired in that way. Um, Something that came up when you were talking, Misty, that I was thinking about is that I never, in all my years of living, gave myself the opportunity to think about what I deserve in life. And it was only in the last couple of years that I truly stopped and allowed myself to comprehend what it is I believe I deserve at this time in my life. And so, like I said, I believe, these things happen in stages. It's all part of the journey. It's just truly a matter of, just keep going, just keep moving forward. I'm a solution focused person, and so when I coach people, I kind of approach it from that point of view. And I understand that people are at different stages in their lives, and um, like I think about my daughter, my youngest daughter, and my older daughter. They're so talented, but I see parts of me in them at that age, and sometimes it gets a little bit frustrating for me. But I pull back from that because I know that this is their journey. It's part of their journey. I can encourage, empower, and do the things necessary to help them, but I can't take the journey for them.
Mhm. Yeah, that's where I'm at with a few things in my life right now. I can help you, I can be a sounding board, I can be there for you, but I can't do it for you. I have to allow you to be able to go through this on your own, figure it out, and grow. So I
Yes.
completely, I completely get that.
It's all
Yeah,
about growth, growth,
Yeah.
growth.
absolutely. I completely agree as well. And it's like I will have an aha about the same quote every single day because it just hits on a deeper level every day, right? And like FLC as a team right now, we're going through a training that we have all seen before, but it hits on such a deeper level now that we're on different stages in our lives and we've grown since we saw it last, or heard these things last, and now you understand it instead of being like, oh, it's like, oh, kind of thing. So absolutely, you can have a moment like that, an aha moment about the same subject or the same thing multiple different times, and it's just going to hit on a deeper level every single time. So to basically to answer your question, yes, absolutely. And I think it's really important as well to go back to things you might have already heard or seen. You can never hear something that's going to benefit you enough times because it'll always hit different. So yeah, I like that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're continually evolving, and that's why it hits at a different way, a different. And you're like, oh, because it's just
Right?
it's constantly moving, and you're constantly moving, and it's a beautiful thing. Um, and I know, especially coming into FLC, I know I've heard a lot of people, they have this fear of putting themselves out there, especially like going live or doing, those various things that really get you out of your comfort zone. And it is, but I love seeing the breakthroughs and the journey that has taken, like I've watched so many people come through FLC, and like I feel like a proud mama. And I'm standing
Yeah.
here in California, and I'm just observing, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And just seeing how many people, and I know Jabaria does it from the heart. I know you guys are all awesome as a team. And it's just that thing of helping people step into their greatest selves. The real, true, authentic self that's always evolving and always growing, and then seeing people allow themselves to grow and blossom into this beautiful being that is serving on the level that they've always wanted to do. I don't know, that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, definitely. And so I don't know. There's so much to touch on there that I just can't even think straight. But we are getting close to the end, so I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to. I know it goes by really fast. Wish we could be here a lot longer. Because this is a very important topic, and I know for all of us, but for me especially, being authentic and being your true self is very, very important. I don't think that you find true happiness until you are your authentic self and find out who you are. So I think it's essential. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to quickly give your last statements if there's something you'd like to add just before I wrap up. So
Or
anything
forever
you guys
hold your
have to say?
peace.
Yes, forever hold your peace until next week. No.
Yeah, you go for it. You first.
Go for
Well,
it. Mila.
the thing I want people to remember is that expressing your unique self is not a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process, and it's about continuing to discover, to grow, to evolve, and keep sharing your authentic self until you are doing what it is. Your heart will know when you're in that place where you are truly expressing and serving on the level that you want to serve at. And it's expressing your uniqueness is a gift. It is a gift for you and a gift to the rest of the world. It's a beautiful gift.
Yeah, so good.
Definitely.
So true. And go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna have you go ahead anyway. I'm sitting here playing with my light. I can't figure out if I like it on or off.
I can't believe, first of all, it's already been half an hour, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. This has gone so quick. But it's like you said, it's a journey, and it can be an uncomfortable journey to realize who you truly are and who you should truly be. But it's a journey that you have to do if you want to get to that place, not only for you, but for everyone you're going to help along the way. You need to go through that uncomfortable journey to be able to get to that point for yourself and for your family, for all your clients you're going to have, the people you're going to help. So just take the first step. That is the hardest part, the first step. Everything else will work itself out. Just keep moving. Don't stay still. The worst thing you could do is stay still and think too much. Don't think up here, think here, move forward. So that's what I really want to express to people. Just keep taking the steps, find people that have been through it, ask questions, move, and one day you're going to find yourself where you imagine right now. So keep going.
Absolutely. I
Well
completely
said.
agree
Well
with you.
said.
Thank you.
Yes, completely agree with you. Well, guys, unfortunately, it is time for us to go. So we thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. Liana, we love you so much. We're so proud of you, and we're so grateful you're here with us. Thank you for being here. Guys, if you found this video, this episode, interesting, found anything about it you liked at all, like, comment, share, help us get this channel pushed out to as many people as possible so we can help other people reach their freedom lifestyle. If you have any comments, suggestions for future topics, or anything at all to say, let us know in the comments. We will get back to you as soon as possible. We try to look at everything every day and get reply to as many people as possible. So with that, guys, said, we thank you. Keep learning, learn who you are, be authentic, learn to love the person that you are, because you are an essential, vital person, not just in your own life, but to the rest of the world. And we love you. We think you're beautiful, and you deserve it. And when we say that you deserve the best, we definitely mean that. It is hard to take that pill on and take that on and realize that I deserve something. I mean, that was a difficult lesson for me, but you really do. And we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. So from all of us here at the FLC, we welcome you to the family, where once you're family for life, you're for family for life, if I can spit it out. So we'll see you guys next week, and keep growing, keep learning. And we can't wait to see who you are authentically. See you guys later. Bye.
Love you.
Mwah.